Everyone's losing their mind over this article, the Great Feminization. But let's be real, it doesn't push hard enough. It's like a little tap on the shoulder when we've been getting face washed and gut punched for 40 years. This piece sort of nails how women's rise in institutions is shifting everything towards empathy over edge, over safety over risk. It's turning our world into a padded playpen, rife with cry-bullying and pathological altruism. That's a fun term. Unfortunately, I'm using it a lot lately. But it really barely calls out the real culprit, the infantilization of society. That's the endgame of unchecked feminization. Safety isn't a virtue, it's a weapon. When wielded by an over-feminized system, it locks us in invisible cages, stripping freedom and breeding weakness. True safety blooms from danger. Masculinity's raw edge, our love of risk, has built civilization. History demonstrates it. Nature demands it. Why don't we rekindle that fire? Not to burn the world down, but to light the way for everyone we love. What's the safest way to protect a dog, a cat, or a child? Zero danger, okay? Lock them in a cage. No walks, no scrapes, no wild adventures. Enslave them to safety. Lock them up. That's the idiocy permeating our society now. Feminization run amok, dictating policy. Masculinity, it's danger incarnate. We crave it. Little boys, they make bike jumps, they scale trees, they run into each other head first, and yeah, they break their arms and get injured, and sometimes they break their egos, right? It's all about learning about who you are. This is part of masculinity, this competition, you could even say good-natured friendly violence. That's how we communicate with each other. Personally, I almost died several times growing up. I used to jump off buildings with my skateboard. I managed to lacerate my spleen. I bled internally for about 20 minutes before I realized I was dying. I also almost died when I was 12 by slipping off of a frozen Canadian cliff. I grabbed a rock to climb up, and the rock dislodged, and I fell backwards with the rock on top of me, probably at least 15 feet, enough to die for sure. But because it was winter and there's snow everywhere, I landed in a soft bush full of snow, so I was pretty lucky. We laugh at danger because overcoming it forges us. It's our cornerstone. Fear nothing, conquer the wild, discover horizons. And that doesn't really mesh with toddler wrangling. Nature slotted stronger safety instincts into women as prime caregivers, back as hunter-gatherers before we invented air conditioning and walls to keep nature out. Women craved that pivot, indoor heat, controlled climates, nature on a leash. Men, we delivered because love means providing a house, providing safety, providing walls, providing electricity systems and other amenities. But fast forward into an over-feminized world, safety eclipses everything, especially freedom. Freedom's risky business. You might hear some ugly truths. You could hop into a 100-kilometer-an-hour death trap, a movement box. Does that sound safe? Well, you get in one probably every day. They're called cars. And stats say they kill 40,000 people a year. But hey, no one talks about that, right? No one talks about that. Let's talk about the other thing that's so dangerous, like lawn darts. Or what about when they said the air was dangerous? So if you're sitting down to eat food, you could take the mask off, but standing up, you put it on. Like, it was all a ritual, and it just... Like, it's funny, but it makes me so angry that it's hard for me to laugh at it because it's so stupid. Remember 2020. Don't forget it. Jab up or the job's gone. If you want inside my body in any way, which I constitute as rape, you're gonna have to kill me first. That's honestly what's at stake. If you bow to these people, if you bow to the safety cult, to the clipboard holders that want to come in and tell you how to do your job that they don't know how to do, but they have the authority because they have the clipboard, you're going to lose everything. You're going to lose your land. You're going to lose your job. You're going to lose your house. You're going to lose your kids. You're going to lose everything. They're going to take everything away from you because that was the point all along. It had nothing to do with safety. It had to do with control. It had to do with power. That's what I need people to understand here, that this is an assault. Why would you trade sovereignty for sedation? Unless you're literally a cow or a pig or an animal. And even that is an insult to cows and pigs. I'm sure they got some charming individuals. Basically, we have a safety cartel raking in billions while puppeteering the masses. Danger bad, shots good. As if injecting yourself with an experiment is not dangerous at all. Injecting yourself with liquids that the companies that make not only can't be sued and have no liability, but have a track record of death and destruction, literally. Pfizer held the world record for the highest lawsuit paid out of all time. Look at British Columbia right now. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, landowners are now understanding that their property that they paid for and they built or whatever is not theirs anymore because a piece of paper says it's not. And frankly, the foundation of Canada is built on lies. It's just an outpost to be exploited. And the people there, same thing. And if you bought the lie, safety first, spine optional, history mocks you. Okay? Take Sparta. 2,500 years ago, boys endured the Agoge. That is when they were sent out into the wilderness, starved in the mountains, and they were forced to kill and steal or die trying. And if they didn't return, well, they weren't men. Sound brutal? Well, it forged unbreakable warriors who shielded that empire for centuries. Their danger worship didn't breed chaos, it birthed safety. Safety for who? Safety for you. Safety for families, and a bulwark against invaders. Just ask the Persians how these guys were in combat. Contrast that with the safety-obsessed Athens, wearing their cute cloaks and talking philosophy with each other and debate clubs. And what happened there? They crumbled. The consequences is the sword. Like what we see now in Canada is criminals are doing whatever they want and then they're just getting released again. So there's no consequences. So what do? They keep reoffending. This isn't man versus women, okay? This is balance versus civilizational collapse, all right? So we're talking insane madness and violence where nobody's safe. Nobody. Everybody suffers except for a few warlords that gang together. And guess what? We have the return of masculinity in the darkest way possible. If you crack open Homer's Odyssey, that epic has existed for thousands of years as a oral tale that is told by words. It wasn't even written down. It existed for thousands of years before writing was even invented. Now, why would they do that? Why would this story be so important? Maybe because Odysseus slays Danger, Cyclops, Sirens. Penelope, his wife, is loyal. She holds the chaos at bay at home, tells the suitors to get bent. The ancients tested everything. Communisms, collectives, democracies, mobs, matriarchies, harmonies, patriarchies, hierarchies. Thousands of years of trial by fire yielded gold. Men as dangerous protectors and women as steadfast anchors. Why scrap it for nose rings and reparations seminars? It's like my grandfather stormed Normandy for TikTok filters. Thanks. We've been propagandized, okay? Schools teach what to think, not how to think. World War II, less freedom fight, more of an elite chess game, okay? It was not what we were taught it was. It was something else. It was a banker war. I invite you to look into that, although it's a hard subject because it's so frankly astonishing how badly we were lied to on what actually happened and why. It makes me actually kind of sad. The pushback on feminization is coming in hard and fast, okay? We're seeing a blowback right now, which is not going to be a good thing. I actually don't want to see that. As much as I dislike feminization, having the pendulum swing too far the other way just turns us into savages in another way, and that's not nice either. We need to get the pendulum back to the center. So let's bring to another disaster of what feminized society leads to. Exhibit A. Soviet Russia's Holodomor, 1932 to 1933. Stalin, everyone's favorite dictator, created a safety net, collectivized farms for equal protection. And what happened? It starved 5 to 7 million Ukrainians. And I would argue 10 times that number, because where we get our facts has been sanitized. Armed guards secured grain for the state to keep the state safe, while kids were forced to eat dirt and grass, and parents eventually, and I'm not joking, were forced to eat their own children. That's what safety and feminization gets you. So it's time to get dangerous. And I don't mean reckless terrorism, but resolute and organized strength, the kind that creates safety, the kind that creates civilization, the kind that creates and maintains society. Because when it disappears, all the other things disappear. So that means you're going to need to grab a toolkit. And that means organize quietly. There's a great app you can use. Jack Dorsey just made it. I believe it's called BitChat. And it works on a decentralized communication system that's unhackable. And fun fact, Nepal's government was just quietly felled. Over here it was quiet, over there it wasn't. They overthrew their government. And the government, while this was happening, tried to turn off the internet so no one could talk to each other. Well, because BitChat works on node system Bluetooth, that is, every phone becomes like its own internet node, and it's encrypted, that basically it was a way to democratize and decentralize the communication network so everyone was still able to talk to each other and organize. And what did they do? They overthrew a corrupt government. It was pretty glorious, if you ask me. United, it's the only way we can defend ourselves. It's the only way we can defend our homes. So let's strip away the nonsense. You're not a victim. You're a force. Reclaim this and we win big. If we can balance the scales, feminine nurturing with the masculine nerve, societies can and will thrive. Families fortify, freedoms flourish. Kids learn to climb cliffs and maybe fall and get a boo-boo, but they turn into fearless adults. History's heroes didn't cower, they charged, carving safety from stone, and you can too. Uncage the danger within. Reclaim your pride. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of where you came from. It doesn't matter the color of your skin or where your ancestors are from. You have to be proud of who you are. You have to be proud of where you came from. Because if you're not, you're nothing. Protect fiercely, love deeply, and laugh into the abyss. That's not weakness, that's strength. Let's rediscover the uncaged world. I'm very excited to introduce an amazing new secret weapon in skincare, Mahira Sacred Salve. Sacred Salve is a meticulously crafted healing balm that harnesses the potent synergy of natural ingredients, amplified by the principles of resonance and coherence rooted in both ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science. Each jar is formulated with the sacred tones, drawing on millennia-old traditions to enhance the vibrational efficacy of the blend, aligning the body's bioelectric field for optimal healing. The ingredients work in concert to deliver targeted relief, reduce inflammation, and promote skin and tissue regeneration, making this salve a cornerstone in holistic wellness. So let's go through some of the ingredients of this amazing product, which I use every day. Dimethyl sulfoxide. This is going viral all over social media, and for good reason. It's a natural solvent derived from wood pulp. DMSO enhances the penetration of active compounds, delivering them deep into tissues. It reduces inflammation and pain, particularly for arthritis and muscle strains, by improving circulation and nutrient delivery. With 2025 pharmacology reviews indicating up to a 5 times enhanced absorption. Boswellia sacra frankincense powder, and 25% resin infusion in jojoba oil. Sourced from Omani Boswellia sacra, the powder and the infusion delivers boswellic acids for potent anti-inflammatory effects, reducing joint discomfort and supporting skin repair. The dual modality approach ensures both rapid and sustained release, validated by studies showing 40% inflammation reduction in tissue models. Beeswax, a natural emollient. Beeswax forms a breathable, protective barrier, locking in moisture and soothing irritating skin. It supports healing by preventing dryness and aiding recovery in conditions like eczema, per dermatological data. Cocoa butter. Extracted from cocoa beans, this rich butter provides deep hydration, softens rough skin, and supports collagen production. Castor oil draws out impurities, relieves joint pain, and promotes skin regeneration, making it effective in minor wounds and chronic skin conditions. Black seed oil. Rich in thymoquinone, this oil offers antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits, bolstering immune response and soothing skin irritation, supported by 2024 studies on its efficacy in allergy relief. Vitamin E oil, a powerful antioxidant. Vitamin E protects cells, accelerates wound healing, and reduces inflammation, contributing to skin resilience and anti-aging effects, per clinical findings. Arrowroot powder, a natural thickener. Arrowroot soothes sensitive skin and absorbs excess oil, providing a comfortable, non-irritating base for application. Lavender oil. With antiseptic and calming properties, lavender oil reduces stress-related tension and soothes minor burns or bites, enhancing overall relaxation and skin health. Frankincense oil complements the powder with concentrated terpenes and boswellic acids, improving skin tone and reducing scars while amplifying anti-inflammatory effects. Ylang ylang oil balances sebum production and promotes circulation, soothing irritating skin and enhancing mood. The Salve's dual modality Boswellia delivery powder for sustained action and infusion for rapid effect ensures comprehensive relief, making it ideal for joint pain, skin repair, and holistic wellness. Apply it post-cleanse to clean, dry skin, massage it in gently, and store it in a cool, dry place, and tell your friends. Mihira, Sacred Salve. We'll see you next time.